Devilmaycrysixsixsix. How are you?
I am well, man. I'm doing very well.
Man, dude, you're my boy, man. I've known you for some time now. I'm happy to have you on here. I did have you here once, but this is a solo dolo Devil May Cry.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be on, man. Seriously.
Yo, so shout out to everybody in the chat. Mad love. Thank you for joining. Man, so for those rocking with Uphill Radio, I believe it was last year or earlier this year. It was earlier this year. I had Devil May Cry on the podcast with Little Exofear. It was one of the first duo podcasts. So it was an awesome time. We had a great time, but this time solo dolo. But Devil May Cry, talk about the vibes, bro.
Hey, the vibe's been pretty good, man. It's been pretty chill. I've been working on a bunch of songs. I've also been working on a couple of solo songs and future songs and getting a lot of stuff done with that. I'm also working on an album.
Ooh, okay, so we're gonna find out all the great details, all the good stuff. I want to take it back a little bit for all the new viewers out here. We've got some viewers that have been rocking with you for some time now. I do know that you're all about community as well. I always watch your Instagram stories as much as I can. But bro, let's start off with the name, Devil May Cry 666. Talk about the meaning behind it and why that's the name.
So my name has a lot of meaning. It all started back in 2019 when I was starting to get myself out there a little bit. I went by Devil Boy for some time back then, and I guess I stuck with that. But 2020 came, and I just wanted to change my name. So I was trying to find myself, and trying to figure out, a new stage name for myself. And then I was thinking about the Suicide Devil for a second, and then I was like, nah, that wouldn't fit me. So I said, I put Devil and May together. I'm like, Devil May, and then I'm like, Devil May Cry 666. There we go. There's the vibe, But the meaning behind it is the 666 obviously shows my religion and what I believe in. But Devil May Cry, the cry part, stands for how many times I've been broken. I've been through a lot of shit in my life, a lot of tragic stuff in my life. And, so it's basically saying okay, Devil May Cry is this broken person. So he's now able to cry. That's where the cry comes from. And devil, that comes from also religion. So it's Devil May Cry.
Wow, bro, that's a punch right there with the meaning behind it, because you're showing your religion, which is so dope, bro. I love that people could be very proud of their religion. A lot of times people get scared, especially nowadays. And then for you to add the element of being vulnerable, showing that you have gone through trauma and whatnot, and you to put that in the name, dude, that's badass, bro. I like that. So, dude, you said you went by Devil Boy in 2019?
Yeah, in 2019, I went by Devil Boy.
Is that when you began your music journey?
Yeah, that's when I was beginning my music journey, yes.
Okay, so take us back. When did you hear your first rap, or maybe you picked up the mic? Talk about that.
So 2019 is when I started going off. I used to be just a freestyler back then. So I would freestyle with my bros or whatever. Every day we would hang out at a hangout spot, and we would just start busting out rhymes and freestyle and all of that stuff. So a lot of people will always ask yo, what's your stage name? And I would say Devil Boy, Devil Boy, because that's why I went back then, man. And they're like, well, bust something. I would always spit the sickest shit in the world, man. And everybody would go oh, that's awesome. This dude's killing it. Hey, it was crazy. It was crazy back then.
So you said you started doing the freestyles, bro. When did that transition change, when you started to maybe punch in or start writing your music?
So that started to change in the beginning of 2020. In the beginning,
Okay.
20 is when I first started to actually pick up the mic and start, changing it up a little bit and start getting into deeper details. Cause see, I started off on YouTube
Mm.
before I started off with SoundCloud and other platforms and stuff like that.
Well, oh, why did you choose that direction?
Um, because I felt like, at first, I kept my music to myself. I
Mm.
wasn't ready to like share it with the world. So like I will always have like my YouTube stuff on private. So like kind of keep it to myself because dealing with my depression and all. I wasn't ready to share that with the world, but when I felt comfortable, which was around 2021, I was comfortable enough to bring myself out there and show the world, share my how I'm feeling and stuff like that with the world, so they can hear, where I'm coming from, and you know, so like, yeah, that all took place in 2021.
Yo, I like that. It's so wild. So, 2019, Devil Boy freestyling, and then 2020 you started to write it, but in 2021 you felt confident. You started to feel good about yourself, and I think that's when we clicked. I
Mm,
think that's when we somewhere in 2021 we met,
yeah.
and I don't know the exact date, but what Devil Boy was 2019. You started writing in 2020, felt confident in 2021. What time frame was Devilmaycrysixsixsix legit and official?
So Devilmaycrysixsixsix was legit and legit official in the year of 2021, which was last year, which is when I started, thinking about the name, because in 2021, well, back in 2020, like I said, like I wasn't sure about the name at first because
Yeah,
I'm like, so I'm
yeah,
still looking,
yeah.
but then all 2021 is when I made it official. I'm like, yeah, this is my name. This is what I'm gonna stick with. This is what I'm
Mm.
forever be known by. Don't make cry 666.
Dude, what a great story by far, dude.
Thank you.
And I know there's so much more details, and then you have a past with, I bet, with so much testimony.
Yeah.
Um, what would you consider yourself? Like, what kind of artist would you consider yourself?
See, that's a hard question because a lot of people would like say so many different things. I would for surely say that I'm definitely not rap,
Right.
you know. So like I
Okay.
probably say, like my girlfriend would say that I'm probably like goth punk type, and then a couple of my bros would probably say like you're more of like peep, kind of like
Mm.
peep vibe and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah. But like honestly, I wouldn't know what to really call myself yet. I guess I'm still trying to figure that out.
I love that answer, bro, because you know me, bro. I speak and listen to so many independent artists, and bro, no one sounds like
Yeah.
you. You have your own sound. You're completely different.
I like
And go ahead.
I like to be original.
Yes, bro, you're so original. And let me ask you this: do you feel like you're still finding your sound, or do you know you're established where you're at right now?
I know I'm established right now.
Dude, okay, can you kind of describe the music you were making last year compared to now? Because I just watched your Instagram story, I think last night or yesterday,
Mhm.
and you were showing off a new sound,
Yeah.
and it sounded good. It was completely different. But how would you describe your sound?
So if I'm comparing this right, so if I compare this sound with what I was doing last year, it is completely different. I'm using
Mhm.
basic tools now, with my newer sound. Um, I'm recording like 200 times, like over my vocals. Like I'm putting stacks by stacks by stacks by stacks. So each time I record, I gotta write like all these lyrics and punch them into my brain. And I'm like, oh shit, this is different, you
Yeah.
know? Because like I
Hmm.
was just, testing out different sounds. And this one I was working on, which is the one you seen in my story,
Yeah.
I was so in love with it. I'm like, whoa,
Hmm.
this is incredible. This is amazing. Like it's a whole new vibe wave.
Yes. Uh, what was the moment like when you were creating that new sound? Like, what was the vibes like? What was in your mind?
It was crazy, man. It was so crazy. Like I would say, like when I was fucking like recording it, I was like, I want this mix to be different. So I recorded, like I said, 200 times over my vocals. And, you know, I started messing with some stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, let me hear that again. Because, you know, I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me run that back one more time. And I'm listening. Whoa, this is so different. Like, it's crazy. And a lot of people, you know, DM me and they're like, bro, this shit's fire, man. Like, this is crazy, you know? Like, you've been improving.
Bro, I like that, bro. I like that. Yeah. Bro, like, let me say this, bro, for all the viewers and those that are gonna watch later. You're one of the artists that I admire so much, and I want to know the reason behind why you do this. When I watch your Instagram stories, bro, you're all about, you know, the community. You're talking to your fans. You're showing the love, and then when you deal with hate, you talk about how you deal with that. And another thing that I admire about you is that you push your music, but you also show so much unreleased music. Yeah, bro, you always showing what you're working on, what's on your mind, how you feeling. Bro, why do you choose to be this type of artist? That's something I admire about you.
Thank you, bro. And also, I choose it because, you know, I want to have a connection with my supporters, you know? Like, I don't consider my supporters as just fans, you know? Like, I feel like that's lame, you know? I consider them family, you
Yes.
know? Like, hey, we're all family. Like, we stick together. We support each other. We're all
Mm,
going to rise each other to the top, you know? Like, like, I want to show my supporters that, you know, they're family, and, you know, what goes on in my life, I share that with them, you know,
very transparent.
that, hey, they're part of my life too. And I'm
Yes.
like, they're there for me.
Bro, and that's success, bro, and it's gonna take you a long way. How long have you been this way, or have you always been this way?
I've always been this way. For,
Bro, that's a beautiful thing. Do you believe in this is always a 50-50 thing on the podcast? Do you believe in zodiac signs?
not 100%,
Hmm.
I would say, because, you know, zodiac signs don't really matter, to be
Okay.
100% honest.
What are some things that you learned from your religion that help you with your music?
I would say more of the dark, like dark, um, type of things that helps me out. Cause, like, you know, um, let me think on this. Okay, yeah. So, like, I would say, yeah, mostly the dark things that help me out. You know, like the things that I hear, like I can hear like voices in my head telling me, hey, you know, hey, don't make cry. You know, you're doing good. You're doing well. You know, keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna
Mm,
stop. You know,
okay,
and they're like
to
real
the
voices,
top.
like it's telling me like, hey, you know, keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna get there. Don't quit. Don't stop.
Mm,
Keep grinding. You know, and that's the biggest thing it's taught me, because, you know, I know a few saints too, you know, that I hang with, and they're always telling me like, bro, your music is way different, and your style is just amazing. And hey, keep on going, man. Keep going and keep going. I'm like, yo, thank you, because I know I'm gonna make it. And they're like, yeah, bro, you're definitely gonna make it to the top, man.
yeah. And I want to even talk about your song Pop. Like that song's such a badass song. I
Appreciate it.
really, yeah, bro, I really like it. But before we go there, you know, you said you're talking about you're hearing these voices in your head telling you, yo, you're doing good, you're gonna make it, you know, kind of helping you with your music. And, you know, one thing that I've learned through these podcasts with these artists is that like being a musician is kind of like a superpower. You know, like you'll I hear stories where like you're listening to a beat or you're in front of a mic and it's just spewing out. The artist just spewing out and it doesn't make sense. And then you hear the end product and you're like, damn, how did that come out of me? Do you feel like it's a superpower?
I definitely feel like it's a superpower. Definitely.
And when I said I feel like we agree you're original, you sound completely different. But what are some of the music inspirations that helped you in your life?
I would say Little Exosphere,
Mm,
one of my
mm,
I would say Thunder Thio.
mm,
I would
mm,
say my Def Real. My Def
mm.
kind of like gives out this vibe that really inspired me. Because my Def Real inspired me for a while. And I
Oh,
would
word?
say Machine Gun Kelly. Because he's one of my biggest inspirations. Ghostman, Cold Heart, Lil Peep, Lil Tracy, uh, Kill Station. All of them inspired me in so many ways.
Bro, I love how you brought up like artists that are kind of mainstream and somewhat big, and then you brought up the homies, the ones that are in the same path as you or in the same kind of scene. Um, you said Theo and my Death Real, and of course, Little Exosphere. Like you're surrounded by some good people, and I know that you were surrounded with other folks, and things happen and whatnot, and that happens in this kind of community, and it sucks. Not the community, in the industry. Um, what are some things that you learned from that?
I've learned you can't trust everybody. Like, seriously,
Mm,
you can't trust everybody. You always got to watch your back because you never know who's going to do what towards you, you know? Because, like, I've been set up plenty of times, you know, by many, many people. People I thought they were my friends, you know,
mm,
but instead they embedded me, you know, they would lace my shit, you know. Like, it's a lot of shit, you know. So it's like I've learned to not trust too many people.
mm. Yeah, it's unfortunate, dude. We're like at the end of the day, humans are selfish beings, and it's all about discipline and being genuine and solid. And the thing is, bro, you don't people don't gotta do that. People can do whatever they want, you know. But you're surrounded by some goats, bro. Bro. You're surrounded by some goats. But I was telling the viewers when I had you on the interview last, it was with Little Exosphere, the duo podcast. It was a beautiful time. I had such a great time, dude. Talk about the relationship and how things have been since then between you two.
It's been pretty good, man. You know, me and Lil Exosphere, man. You know, we've been working on a lot of tracks together. You know, like our
Hmm.
friendship is pretty tight still, man. It's pretty
I
tight.
like that.
Me and him though are like taking like we're like trying to collab with other artists. So like we're taking a little break from collaboration with each other for right now.
Yeah,
But like, we got some new stuff coming along the way.
dude. That's mad exciting, bro. Shout out Little Exosphere, man. He's a solid dude too, bro. You guys are my bros. I got mad love for you guys. So
So
Devil May Cry, bro. Take us back to the first track you ever recorded and you heard yourself. How'd you feel? What was the energy like?
bro, the first track I wrote, I hate. I hate.
Talk about it.
So the first track here, the first track I've ever written, which is crazy. It was one of my first sounds ever. My very, very first sounds, which is like the song that I really, 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 really do not
Mhm.
like at all. But here's like an image of it. So like this was like my first song ever.
Oh, oh. Are you able to share a little bit of it? Can you share it? Will you be
Yeah,
comfortable with that?
yeah, of course. I hate this. So like, but like I'll run it because this is my first one. See, I started off as Devilmaycrysixsixsix.
okay, so let me say this, dude. That's something that I appreciate. You know, I love hearing how an artist sounded in the beginning compared to where they're at now, dude. And that's special, dude. Thanks for sharing that, dog.
Um,
Bro, mad love. So for all the artists out there, remember it does feel a little weird to listen to your first track because that's the beginning. You're just a baby then, you know, but it shows you how far you've came, you know. So Devil May Cry, we're at the end of the year 2022, dude. How was your 2022? How would you describe it?
hell, hell, but
Hell. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
like sometimes a bad thing, but it's good at the same time. So I can say like it's in and it's good.
I'm interested to hear, do you feel like 2020, how would you rate 2021 compared to 2022?
Well, 2021 was, and I would say that was an okay year. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, my Instagram got hacked and stuff like that year.
Yeah.
So fuck, man. So like, I kind of had to start over because hacked at 1K followers.
Man.
Yeah, man. I was pretty bummed, man.
How many followers do you have right now?
Like I say, what, like 400 or something?
Bro, you've climbed, I'm glad you climbed back up to 400, bro. That's hard, but to get hacked at 1K, dude?
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Bro.
I had to re-grind, man, from 2021 to all the way to this year, 2022.
Damn, bro. That sucks.
Yeah.
Instagram needs to do better security or something, huh?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Okay, so you would agree for yourself that 2022 was a hell of a better year than 2021?
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
would say I would
Okay.
definitely say it's a better year this year than it was last year.
Well, can you talk about some key highlights?
As in, like
highlighted moments for 2022. Like for me, one of my highlight moments was when me and you and Axafir were singing Eminem on one of the podcasts.
oh yeah, okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
like, so I guess mine will be like the time where I remember way like this was like a little bit back. Like I remember like my cousin came over one time and because I wanted to show him like one of my amazing songs that I was working on. So like he was so excited to hear it. So like I remember coming home and my cousin pulls up and I'm like, "Cuz, you gotta hear this, dude. You gotta hear this, man." And he's like, "Let me hear it. Hear it. What you cooking up? What you got going on in here?" You know? I'm like, "I've been working on this song, you know, called Hold On." You know what I'm saying? And he's like, "Bro, hold on. Hey, what's that about?" And I'm like, "Bro, listen to it and you gonna know, man, automatically." So I play and he's like, "Whoa." You know, my cousin starts freaking out. He's like, "Yo, definitely adding this on the playlist, man." Like, crazy.
Bro, that's so cool that, first of all, how you have like the energy to be so excited about something like you created and want to share it to whoever, you know?
Yeah.
And that person like take it in and be like, "Yo, you're so right," and like receive the same kind of the energy with that.
Yeah.
That's mad special, bro. So shout out to your cousin. That's mad love right there. How do you feel about Hold On, dude? I know we talked about it, but like compare it, because right here you have 96 tracks on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
96 tracks on SoundCloud. Do you feel like, let me rephrase the question. Do you feel like you're transitioning your sound, or are you just trying something new right now?
So right now I'm trying something new, but like I'm still gonna stick with like my other sound too. But like I'm using more of my newer one, you know, for now. Probably even permanently. Just switch them both up, like use one sound and then use the other.
Yes. That's exciting, bro. I like that. Like I said, you have 96 songs on SoundCloud.
Yeah, I I got hella more unreleased, man. A lot more.
What do you?
So
So you have a lot in the
a
vault.
lot, man.
Talk about your rollout for 2023.
Ooh, bro. 2023. I plan on dropping the craziest song in the universe. Something that will beat my song "Weak."
Ooh, ooh. And is this gonna be like a single for the new album that you were talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. So like for the new album, I do got a couple of features. Some of them though are solo on there with just me. So I probably got like I'll say probably let's see. I know it's Young Attack,
Mm.
My Death Real, and Sad Boy Ryan, and the other I can't really remember is pronounce his name, but like he's also on there. So I'll say 4 people for 4 features.
Okay, and how many tracks you think is gonna be on this project?
Seven,
7
seven
tracks?
tracks.
Oh man, dude, this is gonna be dope. So we're gonna get some solid work, some solid solo work from you, bro.
Yes, man.
Um, for all the new viewers, dude, that don't know your music, they're gonna watch this podcast later. What songs should they listen to first in your catalog?
I would definitely say they should definitely check out the song "Weak." "Weak" was something definitely crazy. Like it's basically I call it strength. It's basically like a
Mm,
strength song. So basically, when you're feeling weak, play that shit. You know,
yeah.
because I'm it's wrong with you. You know what I mean? So it's like a pickup.
Y'all listen to the man. I know y'all new. Peep the SoundCloud. Devilmaycrysixsixsix. Listen to the song "Weak." Like it. Add it to the playlist. Leave a comment. Devil May Cry. What is your favorite song to date that you've recorded and released?
Bro, my favorite song today that I recorded and released will be "Broken Devil."
Broken Devil. Why that one? Why is that one your favorite?
Because it's deep. It's something that I've experienced in my life, and it's something that I definitely had to share with the world.
Mm. This next question, bro. You had showed your a snippet for should have known back some weeks, right? Like you always do. You've always big on showing snippets to unreleased music, which I love. And so I'm listening to Should Have Known. I'm like, yo, I'm hyped. Like this sounds dope. This sounds fire, bro. I need this. And then I got mixed up on the page and I posted it for the wrong date, whatnot. But then you finally shout out My Death Real. You finally dropped Should Have Known, and it has a little Exosphere, it has a little Panic, and I'm not too sure who Boy Bazaar is. I still gotta learn about
Yeah.
him. But was that intentionally? Was it always gonna have those artists in it?
Most definitely, man. It was all planned out. But the craziest thing is I planned this out way back, which is crazy. Like I re-recorded on this beat because originally it was gonna be a solo thing, you
Right.
know. But then I was thinking about it. I'm like, nah, I gotta add my boy, Little Exosphere, Little Panic, all of them on there, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
when I heard their verses and they sent it all back, I'm like, whoa, man, this is crazy, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like to me, Should Have Known with these artists, it sounded like a real underground song. Like
Yeah.
you had these underground beats in the track, and it was such a surprise, bro. I thought it was just gonna be a solo dolo track.
Yeah, man. Nah, see, people were thinking that though. They were thinking that like I was kind of keeping it a little secret, you know.
Yeah.
And I decided to let everybody know like these are the people that's gonna be on it and drop it.
Bro, yeah, GG on that, dog. I liked it. It sounded incredible. It sounded powerful. I'm like, yo, this is what the scene needed, dude. I like that. GG, bro. Congrats on that. Can you describe who Boy Bazaar is? I don't know who that is.
Yeah, so he go by many names. I call him Punk, Little Punk Red. Like that's what he originally went by. So basically, he's more of a goth type of vibe. He gives me peak vibes most of the time though. His
Deep
vibe is very.
vibes.
I have a couple of unreleased songs with him, you know, that I plan on releasing. Um, he's pretty cool, man. He's a pretty chill dude.
I like that. I gotta check him out. Because you brought up Sad Boy Ryan, and I don't know who that was, but he gave me a follow.
Yeah.
Talk about him. How do you know him, and how's your relationship with him?
So I've known Sad Boy Ryan since 2021. Me and him are really close. We're like Peep and Tracy
Oh,
all the
damn.
way. Yeah, man. We're extremely close, man. So me and Sad Boy Ryan, bro, I don't even know what to say, man. Like he's super cool. Like he lives in Michigan, but like he's
Yeah.
really cool. Like he's just this chill dude. It's like crazy, man.
Um, you said you lived in Michigan. Are you comfortable with telling the folks where you stay at in the world?
Yeah, North Carolina.
North Carolina. And how important is it to get the love from your state?
Ah, man, it's very important because in North Carolina you don't see many celebrities come out to our state.
Yep.
Like it's very important that blow up in my state. You know what I'm saying, and then go other places.
Bro, you could be the one to put a freaking put it in a map, bro. You get it done. You know, how much of the fame are you trying to acquire, bro? Like how big? Because you do have the song Top, trying to make it to the top. But are you really trying to reach the hella top?
Trying to reach the hella top.
Ooh.
I'm trying to reach it bad, man.
And how are you going to go about like music labels? Are you going to stick to independent distribution? What's the game plan there?
Being independent. I feel like, with independent, you ain't really got to worry about where your money's going. It comes all to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, um, in my opinion, that's good. Because, like, I've been thinking a lot about it. And I'm like, taking some time to think about it. I'm like, no, I want to stay independent. Like I'm gonna stay independent. This is something I want to do, and I'm gonna continue.
I like that. How do you feel like the underground scene is right now?
Crazy,
Mm-hmm.
pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there are some good artists in the underground, though. Like, there's a lot of good artists in the underground.
Bro, there's so many goats, dude. It's just a matter of time,
Most definitely.
So Devil May Cry, I do have some questions from the community here. My Death Real says, do you got some fire coming out soon?
Definitely, man. I'm probably dropping something called Blood on My White Tee, dropping this Friday.
Dude, that was a dope snippet, bro. Talk about the energy behind that. What was going on that day?
So when I wrote it, which is a funny story. I remember getting into this one fight, and like I remember I had my white tee on. I was wearing a white tee at the time, and this one dude was hitting on this female, and I knew her. Me and the female was like close.
Yeah.
And when I seen her hitting on her, like seen him hitting on her like that, I grabbed him and I said, "What are you doing?" And he tried to hit me with some glass. So I punched the shit out of him. I took my blade and I'm like, cha cha, and I'm punching at him, and blood came on my white tee. I had his.
Oh,
Yeah, man. So it's like, oh fuck. But that gave me a good song I did, because I'm like, yo, you know what? Even though this shit happened, I got the perfect song. Blood on my.
Hey, yo, you could even reenact that in the music video.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
Yo, speaking of music videos, have you ever released a music video?
I released one, which was that song, My Demons.
My Demons.
Mm-hmm. I released one, but there are more music videos that I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So for the songs that I have released, so like Definitely, and for the song Weak.
I love Definitely.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro, I love Definitely. I have another question here. Do you make music as a hobby or for the intention of blowing up?
Nah, I do it for the hobby, man. To me, fame doesn't matter. I don't do this shit just for fame. Yeah, I want to reach the top, but I'd never do it for fame. Fame and money, they can keep that shit. I just want the love.
Bro, that's gonna take you places, dude.
Definitely, man. Like, I just want the love. All I want is the support, and I always bring that support back to others.
And it's like a magnet, bro. Keep that up. Next question here. brother, is what is your goal with music?
What is my goal? So my goal right now is to regain, like, this is like follower wise, like my goal right now is to reach 1K again. And once I reach 1K again, I'm going to drop, instead of like another 7-track album, I plan on dropping a 9-track album.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you feel like that will be more towards the summertime?
Yes.
Or okay.
That's what I feel like.
Do you have some of a release date on the new album you're working on right now? Is that still in the works?
That's still in the works because like I'm making a few tweaks on them, you know, making sure they sound how I want them to sound before I ever release it. So like once I figure that out and once I, you know, am satisfied with it, that's when I'm gonna pronounce when it's releasing.
And do you do your mixing and mastering?
All of it, yes, definitely.
That's tight, bro. Man, practice makes perfect, bro.
Exactly, bro. Like I've even had people that wanted me to mix their vocals, which is
What?
very
For real?
crazy.
Dude, are you charging for verses yet or not yet?
Not yet, man. Like I'm waiting till once I probably start reaching like, you know, the higher level, I'll probably start charging for features.
And do you feel, because this is my opinion, I want to know your take on it. Even if an artist doesn't have that many followers, bro, I think they should still be able to charge at least $1 because you're putting in work, dude. You're putting in time. My whole point is at least a couple dollars or make a donation or something. What's your thoughts on that?
I actually agree on that, man. I actually think, you know, that's what people should do. You know, like this is what I always hate though too. Like, you know, like you got the higher up level and you know celebrities and you got the non-celebrities. And you know, they want to collab with the celebrity type.
Yeah.
So it's like they look at you and they're like, you gotta pay. You got paid big because you know they're working hard and they're celebrities. You know, just like if there's somebody with like 2.k followers, you know, they look at you and they're like, okay, you want to collab, we can collab, but yeah, we gotta charge that $1, you know,
Right.
because this is. So I actually agree with that. You know, I think that's good.
Your next question here, bro, from Troubled. What is your most embarrassing moment?
Oh shit. My worst embarrassing moment would probably be the time where my pants split open at the mall.
Oh man, take us back. Take us there. Talk about the story.
So I'm walking in the mall with a couple of my friends or whatever, man, and there's these chicks, man, you know, we're like, hey, look at them, man, you know. So I come up to one of them talking, and I'm in these skinny jeans, man, and I'm talking to one of them, man, you know, and they're like, like, you know, they like my fit, you know what I'm saying? So like, but, you know, I kind of like bend, you know, just to show the woman, you know, a little something, and then my pants just, yeah, man, and I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. Everybody started laughing in the mall, and they're like, yo,
Damn, bro.
pants are split.
Like right down the center?
Down the center, man.
Oh, bro, in front of the girls.
Yeah. So embarrassing, bro.
Yo, did you ever watch that SpongeBob episode?
Oh yeah, where he ripped his pants. Yeah.
Dude, damn it. I guess it just happens to all of us at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
that
happened to me once at work. I had it was right down the center, bro, and I was in retail. I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna do? Thanks for sharing the story, bro. I love that. This next question is actually a really great question by Trouble. Do you stand or sit while recording your vocal tracks?
So I'm kind of mixed with that. I would sometimes stand and I would sometimes sit while recording. But like it just depends. Like when I'm using my laptop, I'm sitting. But when I'm using the iPad, I would stand up because I record off two things. That's how I'm doubling up my layers because I use the laptop and the iPad at the same time.
Oh wow, damn, you giving out game, bro.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of giving out game, bro, for someone who's watching now, or maybe watching later, and they're thinking about becoming an artist, thinking about picking up the mic, what is some advice you would give that person?
Hey, work hard. You know, hey, don't let anybody tell you can't do it. You can do anything you set your mind into. Hey, get up, grind day and night, lose sleep, whatever. You know, eat, conquer, repeat. Just keep grinding, working. Don't quit. Don't give up. Because at the end of the day, you will accomplish on what you want to do in your life.
Y'all hear that? Take it in, because man, this man is speaking truth. Because every time I watch your Instagram stories, bro, you're grinding, you're out here motivating, you're out here sharing.
Yeah.
It's nothing but dopeness and love from you, bro. What is maybe, I know you're a workaholic, bro, but what is a hobby of yours that you would like to share that maybe we didn't know about you?
So I'm also like, as you can see, a gamer person. So I like playing the PlayStation most of the time. So like, not many
I like
people.
that.
I love playing video games and stuff.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that. That's a fun fact now, bro. So you're a PlayStation head. What's one of your go-to games?
2K basketball, which will be the 22, and BWE 2K 22.
Badass, bro. Man, you gotta run some clips with your music in the background, bro. That'd be dope.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Devil May Cry, is there anything that we didn't touch on that you would like the viewers to know?
So stay tuned. I do have another snippet that I plan on sharing real soon. It's constantly in the works right now. Let's see. I'm recording that later tonight, and I'm down to share this snippet with you guys.
Ooh, man. You know, that's one thing I'm always looking forward to is when I'm watching your stories. Like, okay, what's the snippet gonna be? I need that, and it's always different every week.
Yeah, man. I like to switch it up.
Bro, I appreciate that. What is one thing that holds into your heart that a fan said to you, or a supporter?
So a supporter of mine will always say like, and this will keep me so motivated because you know I be down at times, man. So I like go look at the DMs and see if anybody like sent me anything, you know, nice or whatever. And I'm scrolling, I'm like seeing this big supporter of mine, and he's always like, "Bro, I love your music. Like, don't ever quit, bro. Like, you're the shit, man. You're just fire, man. You're just this fire in the sky, man. You always grind. You always give us, you know, good feedback, and you always telling us to stay strong, you know." And they're like, "We love you, man. To the bottom of our heart, we love you, man. Keep on doing what you do, man. We love you."
Oh, bro, that's beautiful. That's so beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
I love that. Keep it up, bro. I'm gonna keep on cheering for you, dude. Whenever you're ready, we'll get you back on another podcast. Let the folks know.
Definitely.
Yes. So Devil May Cry, go ahead and tell all the folks that are watching now, watch later, where they can find your music, all that good stuff.
You guys can check it out on my SoundCloud. My SoundCloud is Devilmaycrysixsixsix. My Spotify, same thing. And my Apple Music, same thing.
Yeah, yo, run up those numbers, man. Get this boy his money. He's a good dude. He's a solid dude. He's gonna keep it pushing. He's gonna make some beautiful music. Gonna make some beautiful moves. I'm gonna keep cheering for you, bro. Thank you so much for joining the podcast. Is there anything? Yeah, the floor is yours, bro. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I love all of y'all so much. I appreciate all of the love and support that you guys give me, man. I thank you guys for giving me a purpose to keep going.
Dope. The champion, Devilmaycrysixsixsix, brother. Thank you so much. You. Have a good one, bro.
Good, man.
Everyone in chat, thank you for joining this podcast. Peace.
Motherfucker, you should know this the type of year that's my favorite. It's been hell of a year, cause of COVID. I've been down.